Hello and welcome back to the exploration of one of the most extraordinary breakthroughs in neuroscience, decoding videos of the mind. Imagine this: your dreams, your thoughts, even the scenes you're watching right now could be reconstructed and played back like a movie. It might sound like science fiction, but it's already happening. Researchers are turning brainwaves into visual images, paving the way for a future where the mind's eye can be visualized. This field, often referred to as visual decoding or brain reading, is rapidly advancing, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. The journey begins with a remarkable question: can we see what the brain sees? Scientists have long known that the brain's visual cortex is a highly specialized processing center, decoding the complex visual information captured by our eyes. These areas are organized retinotopically, meaning that adjacent areas in the visual field are represented by adjacent neurons in the cortex. But now, researchers are learning to reverse engineer that process, essentially reading the brain's visual data and reconstructing the original stimulus. This involves complex computational models and sophisticated neuroimaging techniques. One of the most groundbreaking experiments in this field was conducted at the Gallant Lab at UC Berkeley, led by Professor Jack Gallant. Participants were asked to watch hours of movie trailers while their brain activity was recorded using functional MRI, or fMRI. This technology measures changes in blood flow to different parts of the brain, which serves as an indirect measure of neural activity. Active brain regions require more oxygenated blood, which fMRI detects. Using sophisticated machine learning algorithms, including Bayesian decoding and deep neural networks, researchers analyzed the complex patterns in the participants' visual cortex and matched them to the images they were watching. They were able to reconstruct blurry, dreamlike versions of the movie clips directly from the brain scans. While the reconstructions were not high definition, they captured the gist of the visual content, demonstrating that visual decoding is indeed possible. This research, published in journals like Nature, wasn't just a theoretical breakthrough. It was a tangible demonstration of how we might one day record memories, dreams, or even imagined scenarios. In another experiment, researchers presented participants with static images, things like animals, objects, and landscapes, and recorded their brain activity using fMRI or EEG, which measures electrical activity in the brain using scalp electrodes. They found that the brain's visual cortex responded in distinct patterns that could be decoded and reconstructed. For simpler shapes and objects, the reconstructions were surprisingly accurate, often capturing key features and contours, though they struggled with more complex visuals, textures, and scenes with high levels of detail. This work has been furthered by exploring different encoding models, such as convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, which are inspired by the hierarchical structure of the visual cortex. These models are trained to predict brain activity in response to images, and then inverted to generate images from brain activity. Perhaps the most fascinating application of this technology is dream decoding. Scientists in Japan, led by Yukiyasu Kamitani, took this a step further by monitoring participants during REM sleep, the stage where most vivid dreaming occurs. Using fMRI, they tracked neural patterns and later compared these patterns to verbal descriptions of the dreams given by participants upon waking. By analyzing these patterns, they could predict certain elements of the participants' dreams, such as objects, characters, and even basic scenes. Imagine being able to objectively visualize your own dreams like a movie. This could one day become a reality, offering unprecedented insights into the subconscious mind. But how does this actually work? It's a multi-step process involving complex computational techniques. First, scientists collect brain activity data using tools like fMRI, EEG, or even more invasive methods like intracranial recordings, which are used in some research settings. Then they use machine learning algorithms, including linear regression, support vector machines, and deep learning models, to analyze this data and identify patterns corresponding to specific visual inputs. These algorithms are trained on large datasets of brain activity and corresponding visual stimuli. Finally, they reconstruct the images using these learned patterns. For dynamic content, such as movie clips, the algorithms track the temporal patterns in the brain, creating videos from thought activity by stringing together reconstructed frames. The potential applications are staggering. Dream analysis could unlock the mysteries of our subconscious, helping us understand recurring dreams, process trauma, or even treat conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. by providing a visual representation of traumatic memories, allowing for more targeted therapy. In criminal investigations, this technology could potentially revolutionize eyewitness testimony, allowing investigators to see what a witness remembers, though ethical considerations are paramount. Imagine the implications for solving crimes or understanding how memory works, especially in cases where verbal testimony is unreliable. Beyond forensics and psychology, this technology could transform entertainment and virtual reality. Imagine stepping into a fully immersive VR environment tailored to your thoughts. The scenes you imagine could be rendered in real time, creating entirely new ways to experience art, gaming, or therapy. It could also revolutionize communication for people with locked-in syndrome or other communication impairments, allowing them to express their thoughts visually. Of course, this field faces significant challenges. Current reconstructions are often blurry, low resolution, and lack detail, especially for complex scenes. The process also requires massive data sets and extensive training of machine learning models, with scientists painstakingly matching brain activity to specific visual stimuli. Individual differences in brain structure and function also pose a challenge. And then there's the critical issue of privacy. What happens when our thoughts and visual experiences are no longer private? Who owns this data, and how do we prevent misuse, such as mind reading or thought control? So, where do we go from here? The future of visual decoding lies in improving resolution, speed, and accuracy. Advances in AI, particularly in generative models like generative adversarial networks, GANs, and diffusion models, will play a key role in refining these systems, potentially enabling real-time, high-fidelity decoding of thoughts and images. Scientists are now attempting to decode not just what we see, but also what we imagine, remember, and even intend to do. This could revolutionize creativity, allowing artists to render their mental images directly onto a canvas or screen, and open up new avenues for human-computer interaction. Organizations like DARPA, the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, and the National Institutes of Health, NIH, are investing significant resources into brain research, including projects related to brain-computer interfaces and neural decoding. While some of these initiatives aim to improve soldier performance, treat neurological disorders, and advance healthcare, they also highlight the need for careful ethical oversight and public discourse to prevent misuse and ensure responsible innovation. The ability to create videos of the mind is more than just a scientific achievement. It's a profound glimpse into the limitless potential of human understanding. Whether it's unlocking the mysteries of perception, aiding in criminal investigations ethically, revolutionizing communication for those with disabilities, or creating entirely new forms of art and entertainment, this technology stands at the intersection of innovation and imagination. But as with all powerful tools, it comes with immense responsibility. The future of visual decoding is one where science and ethics must walk hand in hand, guided by careful consideration of societal implications and individual rights. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mind's eye. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What would you use this technology for? Until next time, dream big and stay curious.